Hi everyone, and welcome back to Pyper Bernedoodles SATX. And here I am with Pyper, our beautiful mama. Sit, Pyper. And we're looking forward to share a little bit more with you about her journey now that she may be pregnant. I'll be discussing a little bit about her heat cycle, her progesterone level testing, and also the aftercare post her tie with Oliver. If you have not seen this video of her breeding with Oliver, our beautiful AKC poodle, check out our previous episode. Whether you're a first-time breeder or curious about dog pregnancies, this will be a great week-by-week guide for you as we walk you through everything that happens with Piper and how we're caring for our girl now that she might be pregnant. Piper's journey started on May 15th, which marked day one of her heat cycle. This would have been her third heat cycle, and normally you would want to skip the first heat cycle and start breeding maybe on the second heat cycle. Well, we decided to go to her third heat cycle. The one is when you will see the first signs of bleeding, and the way that you can tell is by simply wiping Piper up, by simply wiping her after she goes maybe to the bathroom. That's what we do, and you would normally, she's not in heat anymore, but you would see like a small spotting of blood, and that would be her day one, and you would want to mark that on your calendar. Then you would want to wait until maybe day 5 or 6 to start progesterone testing. Now, what happens in the first stages of that proestrus stage, which is when she's preparing for her eggs to drop and be ready to be and ready for that mating period. During that time, her vulva will swell. You will also see bright light red color spotting, and also she would get a little more flirtatious. She would even get really excited about male dogs, but not quite yet ready to mate. So that's not a good time for mating. Now, we tested Piper on day 5, which was May 19th of her heat cycle, and at that stage she was at level 7.01. Okay, and we did this testing 3 times on May 19th, May 21st, which is 3 days later, and then again on May 25th. The reason why is because at her age, it's very common for the female to have an irregular cycle. She might be rising in her progesterone, then dropping, then rising again. So that's something that you would want to research and check out. The equipment that we use is Fine Care Bed, which is a really reliable equipment for testing progesterone levels. And for if you're using that machine and your dog is at level 7 and then consistently rising from level 7 to like 12, then you know at around double digits you would want to start going and breeding your dog. If it's an artificial insemination, I believe there's a chart that was included in the segment, so check out the chart. But I believe if you are doing artificial insemination, you would want to be a little bit more precise, and depending on the equipment that you're using, you would want to kind of gauge that. So for most dogs though, ovulation occurs between day 5 and 10. For her it started later because she had that little drop, so we actually had to wait maybe till day 14 or so. But she had 2 successful ties, as you will see in the previous video. What is a tie? A tie is when a male bulbous gland expands inside the female and they get stuck together, and that is what indicates a really good sign that she was bred successfully and increases chances of pregnancy. That happened twice with Piper and Oliver. Now, something that we did to care for our girl post-breeding, and that is we made sure that she did not have any heavy activity for at least 48 hours. You do not want to bathe your dog for at least a few days after breeding, and also just want to make sure that she is safe and calm and just relaxed and happy. Right, Piper? Yeah, baby girl. what's happening internally in Pyper. And we're gonna go week by week, okay? So week 1, sperm travels up the reproductive tract. Fertilization usually happens within 2 to 5 days from that day of breeding. The male sperm can actually survive inside a female for up to 5 to 7 days. Now, embryos begin early cell division within that first week. So week 2, which is day 8 through 14 after breeding, embryos move into the uterus and placenta begins forming. Pyper may act completely normal, which she does. All of those things are happening inside of her as we speak. All the little embryos are beginning to form right now, if she is pregnant. What should be happening on week 3 is implantation begins and hormones begin to shift. So she might get a little bit more sleepy. She might even reduce her appetite at that stage, and you'll see nipples darkening or slightly enlarging at this stage. So right now, she's on that week 3, very delicate stage of embryo implantation. And so we are very, very conscious to make sure that she's comfortable. Right after breeding, almost right after breeding, we started Pyper on folic acid, which it helps prevent any birth defects in the puppies. And we increased the omega-3s. And Jean-Pierre's Barkery actually has some great treats that are rich in omega-3s that are made with high quality wild-caught salmon, wild-caught sardines. So we actually add some just wild-caught sardines into her meals. We like the natural way of supplementing her food, and we are also going to switch her puppy dog food instead of regular dog food, so that way she gets all those nutrients. In the next week or so, we'll be ready to schedule her first ultrasound just to confirm pregnancy. So stay tuned for that. We are going to make another video of our visit to the vet. So we're looking forward to sharing those results with you. Thank you for following along with this beautiful Pyper's journey. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that bell button so that you don't miss any new videos.